My biggest thought of Brett has to do with he was so influential and he didn't even know it. He had that natural teaching knack that if you guys are teachers or if anyone is out there teaching, you wish you had. And it's that main reason that most of us probably went on to teach. And it really had little to do with music for the students. It had more to do with what he was trying to build in us individually, and he cared about each and every one of us, and he showed us that in such subtle ways. When you want to become that teacher, you need to set up your classroom, you need to have rules, you need to make sure the kids respect you, and if anybody knows Brett, he didn't need to set up those rules. You just immediately knew that you wanted his respect more than anything else. All that you really wanted to do was impress him and not disappoint, or you'd get that look over the glasses, which I got a lot of times senior year. When you started to disappoint Brett, you really knew, and you changed really fast. But he is probably the most important person to build my character and who I am. And like I said, he was so influential to everyone, and he didn't really try. No matter what, you wanted to be like him, or you wanted to be liked by him, or you wanted to be respected by him. And it didn't matter really what type of person you were. If you were a bad kid, if you were a good kid, he didn't really care. I mean, I knew if I did something really wrong, he always still loved me. And I never have met someone that didn't feel like Brett had changed their life. We might have complained when he agonized over bits and pieces of a piece of music that we thought was irrelevant. But in the end, we were always so proud of ourselves for just that one little tiny note, getting it perfect on the right pitch. And I found that I'm transferring that to every part of my life. And I guess it's that practice makes perfect, but Brett, I don't think he would have believed that. I think he believed that, that word, without passion, that makes perfect. If you don't have the passion in it, and you're not trying, and you're not putting passion into every single little goal that you're trying to accomplish, then it's not worth it. And that's probably the best thing that I've learned.
The first thing that really stuck out to me from you guys was that Brett was passionate. If Brett found one thing that he liked, he didn't just do it part way, he didn't do it a halfway, he didn't do it a quarter way, he didn't do it 3/4 away. It was both feet, both arms, and the whole body right all in, all at the same time. And what was very interesting about listening to you yesterday is hearing how Brett not only did that himself, but he usually took about 5 or 10 of you along with him. And what was interesting is Brett wanted the passion that he had to be in you. Brett tried to change lives. Oh, he loved music, and he loved his fishing, and he loved all that. But you know what he cared about most? Was you. Brett never passed judgment. Oh. Brett never passed judgment. Brett had the ability to look past where a person was at in their life and what they were doing, no matter what it was. Just listening to the stories, I heard so many people say, Brett got more out of me than I ever thought I could get out of myself. Because he was passionate about you.
On behalf of Chris, Mom and Dad, and myself and all our families, we're truly blessed that you guys came from near and far to celebrate our life with Brett, his passion. We want you to stay today, enjoy the surroundings, have lunch, talk about the old days, talk about all the good days, but most of all, we want you to everybody keep smiling.
Ava, age 2. I love Uncle Brett. I love Uncle Brett like a cherry. Jalen, age 3. I love you, Grandpa Brett. Tommy, age 3, says happy birthday. Joey, age 5. I just want to tell him I miss him. Jillian, age 6. I remember when his dogs, Chloe and Daisy, would come with Uncle Brett to Christmas. They are funny dogs. Kayla, age 9. Thanks for all the memories at Bennett Springs and the Iowa State Fair. I will always remember building the deck and we sweat our butts off. Jack, age 10. I will miss how giving Uncle Brett was. One time he was so giving he gave me his tackle box. I still have it and it's so special to me. I will pass this up to the family. Molly, age 11. I will miss when Izzy, Jack, and I went to Uncle Brett's camper and made coffee at 6 in the morning during the state fair. I will especially miss Uncle Brett during fair time. I love you, Uncle Brett. Isabel, age 12. I will never forget when Uncle Brett went boating with us and we went tubing with Kayla. Then he submerged the tube and came back up like a big white whale. I will miss going down to the Iowa State Fair in the morning to get mini donuts. I will miss him. I love you. Maddie, age 13. My Uncle Brett was a good uncle because he always cared for everyone. I remember when he would go fishing, and he would always teach my brothers, sisters, cousins, and I how to fish and take the fish off the hook. I will also remember when he wore pants that had a giant tear, and he claimed to have been attacked by a raccoon. Uncle Brett will always be missed, loved, and remembered. Lydia, age 14. My uncle was a great man. He taught us some things about life, along with taking us on countless adventures. Whether they were close or far away from home, I always remember the Bennett Springs trip. It was there that my Uncle Brett taught me to fly fish. One of my very first memories I had there was when I saw a bumblebee land on Uncle Brett's head. Quickly, I grabbed a net and threw it on his head. All of the other kids thought it was funny, and we started calling him Uncle Bumblebee. But the nickname didn't stay very long. Later on, we began calling him Uncle Spider-Nose, because we thought he looked like one of the characters from the movie Hercules. Along with the Bennett Springs trips, there were also the Iowa State Fair trips. He would bring his camper, and we would camp the whole week. I remember he took us to get mini donuts one year, our favorite treat. He taught us how to put 5 donuts in our mouth. And then would have a contest, seeing how fast we could eat 5 donuts. But it wasn't a fair competition. He always let us win. Uncle Brett, if I could thank you for one thing, it would be for teaching me to fly fish. That is a gift I will always have from you. Someday it will be my turn to teach someone else the way you have taught me. I love you, Uncle Brett, and will miss you very much, even though someday we will meet again. Love your oldest niece, Lydia.
Go ahead, kids, let them fly. Go, Jalen. Let's go.
Oh, that's cool. I see mine. Mine's at the way top. Look at that one far away. Really?